All right, so Colivate, if you're not familiar with it, it's a third-party application, web-based application that operates on top of Google Apps for Work, or it also works on top of Gmail. We have restricted features that are for single free versions, which uses Gmail, but if you use Google Apps for Work and buy the licenses for Colivate, you can enjoy the full-fledged feature. So the first topic is about structured sharing and workflow. So in Colivate here, the main screen you see right in this side. It's a list of documents that are actually directly imported from Google Drive, and we don't run our own servers. So that means you can trust us with your data and documents, since everything's stored in your Google Drive, and we just kind of borrow that information to display it here. It also means that we follow the service level agreement of Google Apps for Work and Google Cloud Services, which also includes 99.9% uptime. That's 1 hour of downtime every 1,000 hours of operations. So in the Colivate menu, you see all the critical information about document. It's a lot better to look at than Google Drive. You can also use preview grid view, where you can view your documents. The CV icon stands for processed documents. It has been numbered. That's why it's green. You can also use the same grid menu as you would use in Google Drive, should you need it. And you can navigate your main page by clicking this nice icon here, pop up the menu. You can look at your drive. You can also look at your tags. We'll go into a little more detail later. Your contacts, your organization chart, activities, and there's more filtering options that it's really useful when you want to pinpoint a document or file. So let's quickly look at how Colivate works. So Colivate, as I said, works on top of Google Apps for Work. So it's really simple to use. So for instance, if you click this create button and create a document, it'll take you a screen where it has our Colivate UI wrapped around Google Docs. Let's quickly create an example document. So let's make it webinar test and click rename, and it's applied. And let's say we already finished entered content. And the fact that we can add value to just normal Google Docs comes from all these features around here. So you can work on your document when you fold this, and when you expand it, now you can add documents from your computer or from Colivate, from your list. You can also add files from new documents should you need it, and you can enable the main document by checking either of the documents. So when you process a document, the title of the document is carried over as a workflow process. So depending on the main document, you should choose accordingly. Here we have tags. So there's gray tags and there's yellow tags. Gray tags are personal tags that are created and used only by you. Yellow tags are created by administrators and that are also only editable by administrators. The difference is personal tags are only viewable to you, but yellow tags are created by your administrator and is visible to everyone in your domain. So let's quickly attach some tags. You can just click on it, or you can create new tags by entering it in the new tag box and then pressing enter, and it'll just apply the new tag. And it also adds it to the, your tag library. So how do you submit your document for workflow process? So there are many options that you can tweak with. So first of all, you have to select your reviewers, and you can enter them manually. You can have multiple people in one level of workflow, and then it's a parallel approval when it's under the same level. But if it goes to the next level, it's serial approval or vertical flow. And if you don't want to add your reviewers manually, you can click this, then go to your favorites. This shows the saved list of your reviewer information. So if you have a document that you frequently use and has fixed reviewers, then it's easier to use this favorites menu. You can also add reviewers from your contacts and organization chart. So here we have the approval chart, and we also have Group CC and CC. Group CC is similar to Group CC in your Gmail or Google Apps for Work, where you add a group email, and when the whole process is approved, the document, the finished workflow is sent to the group email where they start their own process. So for example, like you would have a planning document, a report, or project plan that is finished in your department, and it has to be approved or have taken a look at by a finance department. Then you'd want to enter the finance department's Google group email, and then it'll be sent automatically when you're done with it. CC is just similar to your regular email carbon copy. So when you enter some people's email addresses here, when the process is done, it's automatically sent to them. So you can also leave comments in the processes. So please take a look. And if you click this add as favorites, it saves the list to the favorite list. And we have these options are administrators can turn this on and off. So maintaining initial access privileges of reviewers and myself. So when you submit a document for review, you can give them editing privileges or just viewing and comment privileges. If you enable maintaining access privileges, what happens is all these people with the editing privileges will retain those privileges until the end, even after the approval has been done. So if it's a document that's trivial and needs constant editing, then it's okay to have this option. But if you want more centralized control and safe operations, it's advised for the administrator to turn this option off. So when the originator or the submitter of the document process it, it's automatically transferred to document manager of your domain. And when the reviewer approves it, he also loses the editing comment after he approves it. So these are the more features, and you can make a copy for this process and draft and template. Template is a very important feature. We'll talk about this later. So let's quickly process this to see what happens. So in the main screen, which shows the all the documents you created by you, now you can see that there are 2 documents that are still pending in status, but owner is Smith Jones, modified by me. And now there you go, it's been updated. Now the big change from the normal document when you process it is that these documents will be numbered. We have our domain name and departments, dates, and the number of the documents. You can see that they have the same numbering because they're part of one workflow process. You can see that the tags have been attached. You can add tags by clicking this button and adding new tags, or you can go to the tag library and then start adding it from either this menu or the menu up here. So important thing is the status has been changed, it has been numbered, and administrators can change the numbering policy depending on your needs for your domain. You can see that the owner is Smith Jones. Oops. It's because the Smith Jones, this account is actually the document manager of this test domain. We can see the modified dates and it is modified by. So modified by, it's James Lee, which is the second reviewer. in the first level. So when these two people can agree to it or disagree to it anytime they want, it's a parallel. Either one of them has to agree to it before it can pass on to the second person. So let me quickly show you what happens when you submit a document for review. The Colivate will send you notification email like this. You Colivate a webinar test. It'll show you all the necessary information about the document and also sends you document links. It's important to note that if you have clicked the Colivate URL, it takes you to the Colivate screen, but you can see all the attached documents, Google Drive URL, or the addresses are also attached in the email in attachment form. So here we can see the process if you click the Colivate. And now let's quickly go to, it's going to take some time. I'm going to just show you an example. What happens when you receive a document for review. Right. So here, James Lee Colivated copy of, it's in Korean because of our test domain. So it shows you all the same information about the document, where it Colivate URL and Google Drive URLs, but it also has action links. So if you don't want to actually go to the link and do things, and like if you already know that you can just approve or reject, you can just do it right from your email. So that's about the processing part. So the important points to summarize is that first, when you process a document, the ownership of the document is transferred to the document manager. The document is numbered and its color changes for easy organization, and all this information will be trackable centrally. So let's talk about the second important feature, tagging. Already briefly covered it. So the gray ones are personal ones and yellow ones are shared tags. Shared tags are available to all the users in your domain when created by administrators, and it's really useful. To show you the usefulness of tags, let me just quickly search for guide. So if you enter guide in the search bar, we have a lot of guide materials for the users. You can see that the list goes on and on and on, and it's really hard to find that specific document that you want. But if you go to the home page, let me just quickly refresh the page, then actually click tag guide, then the list is significantly smaller. We also provide and or condition when using tags. So if you use this guide and let's say we add another tag for project, you can see that the result is a lot more focused. This is our test domain, so it's a lot more messier. Let me show you a better presentation for our tagging in real business environment. So this is our company Colivate. You can see it's a lot more organized. So if I search for guide, you can see there's a lot of them still. But if I click guide in the tag, I can quickly go to the exact documents that I want to search. There's only 4 of them. There's one user guide, and admin guide and mobile guide and such. So this is the power of the Colivate tagging, which can make your workday a lot more productive and efficient when carrying out daily document processes. And another star feature of Colivate, which really makes it stands out, is template feature. So a lot of people are hesitant to make their move to Google Apps for Work when it's really wonderful solution to carry out collaborative document working. It's that Google Apps for Work does not provide a template. They do have template sort of market currently, but it's more like template that's kind of pretty and design focused, but it's not really customizable for your own domain. Colivate solves this problem by providing the function for your personal templates and shared templates. So first of all, the important point for the template is that first of all, templates save all the information, not only the document's contents itself, but also the reviewer information and the tagging information. So let me quickly show you how templates work. So you can create templates by clicking this new template button, and you can create templates from existing documents from Colabate or create new ones. Just quickly create a new document. So we have content, the document itself. We can add another file from Colabate. And we can add tags, project, marketing, proposal, and add a reviewer. This is similar to the process, but it's different because the final button is actually save template. You can also leave comments and add as favorites should you want to save your reviewers list. So let's quickly click save template. You can see the message. This process is saved as a template. And you can quickly choose to do things with this template. You can see that the tags have been applied. You can see the contents, the main document with the document icon and attachment with the clip icon. Let's quickly use this template. So when you click use template, what happens is it'll create a copy of the template without altering the template itself. Because if you edit the templates, every time you make use of it, it'll really lose the meaningfulness of a template. So you can see that when you use the template, the title is there, the content is there, the attachment is there, the tags are there, the reviewer information is there. So let's say this is a vacation form where the reviewers are fixed and you only have to change really, really minute details such as dates and your remaining vacation days. Then all you have to do is go to your template list, find that document, click on it, and then change few dates, and then submit it for review. So let's quickly go to the main screen to show you. When you create a template, it's created as a draft format. So you can see that there's webinar template and then AA for the attachments, and the status is in draft. So once you finish actually processing it, it'll be numbered and the status will change and the owner will change and everything will be flowing accordingly. And yep, our third and final topic was supposed to be the decentralization feature. And if you don't really understand how this exactly works, let me quickly show you in your Google Drive menu. So here we have a lot of documents that we just created and used. And I think this is... So when you create a document and submit it for review, it goes into your Colabate folder in your Google Drive. And it's shared to you because obviously when you this account is the administrator account, so its owner is you. So it's not a really good example. Let me quickly go to my work. So in the Colabate menu, in your document Google Drive folder, it'll show you that the document's owners are all document manager. It's been numbered. So if you go to the details and activity of a document, you can see that the document has been created by me. And an admin has moved it to Colabate once you submit it. And automatically placed in untitled. The permission changes to the document manager. And also the admin renamed the item. So all these things happen in the background, so you don't have to really pay attention to the actual changes. It just works flawlessly without having you to pay attention to all these features. And just quickly show you what Colivate is capable of in the administrative side. You can adjust many things, such as your tags, your shared tags, and workflow options, where you can enable signatures, comments, and other various approval options. These are dealt in more detail in our administrator's guide, which you can find on the bottom of the screen. By clicking this guide link, it'll take you to our training page where you can find all the necessary guide documents. It's updated frequently. We also have video tutorials and past webinars and online demos. And should you face any problems while using Colivate or have just questions to ask, you can click this bottom right chat with us, enter your brief details, and our operators will answer you briefly. So these are the main features of Colivate that's really wonderful in making your workday more productive and efficient. And I believe I've covered all the topics. So now, if you have any questions, please ask away so I can answer them and solve your curiosity regarding Colivate.